Hi, I'm back. I'm sorry that I've been gone longer, like way longer than I wanted to be. To be honest, there've been a couple of things that have kept me from making videos recently. Just a few things here and there at home, which I've had to take priority. And also, I've spoken about this before, but I've developed an issue with my skin on my face, which is a nice way to start the video, I think. Hi guys, so eczema. Essentially for the last couple of years, I've been dealing with really dry, sensitive, irritated skin around my eyes. And during some really bad flare-ups, like it just looks so grim. That I wouldn't even dream of filming, and I've been going through a really bad flare-up recently, but I think with the help of some of you guys I'm getting through it. I'm working out what's been causing the issues, and I'm doing good at the minute, so hopefully we're on the way to a solution, but I will see a dermatologist about it at some point. If you'd like a video about the skin on my face, well, just let me know. That's what I'm here for. I am here to provide entertainment of all forms, not all forms. In other news, no, this isn't why I'm filming today. I've wanted to film this video for a couple of weeks. My new single, Shadow Play, comes out at midnight tonight. So when it hits Friday in your country, it's out. It's one of the best songs off my new upcoming album, Girl in a Box. I'm so unbelievably proud of it. I started writing it a few years ago when I was getting back into Fall Out Boy. I wanted to challenge myself to write a song that I thought Fall Out Boy could record. And I sort of put it to one side for a long time because I only wrote it on like piano, like basic chords in Logic. But for the album, we've fleshed out and it sounds great. I can't actually show you a clip of it because ironically, I'll get content ID'd of my own song, which is always nice. Gotta love how all these things work in the music industry. But please give it a listen. There's a teaser over on my Twitter, my Instagram, which you should already be following me on. I sound like I'm nagging you there. Sorry. This is the first day I've had energy in a long time. I've been really fatigued lately, so I'm like, trying not to spend all this energy in one place. And there's a longer preview on iTunes as well. If you buy my music, extra special love to you. Thank you so much. It supports me more than you could possibly imagine. But today's video, let's talk about it. For the longest time, almost like a third of my life, I have been ruled by numbers, stats, analytics, happiness that is dependent on performance. Of course, I'm talking about social media. And as time's gone on, you know, I've been doing this nearly 10 years now, you know, I've had moments where my videos have reached more people than they do now. I've had some like semi-viral success. There used to be a much larger sense of community with UK YouTubers. Now it's very much disappeared, as it were. The focus on people sitting down when they get home and watching YouTubers has definitely sort of been switched out a bit. I think now people spend a lot more time on Instagram and TikTok, especially TikTok, of course. And with all of those things, there has been obviously a noticeable change in the views that I get and my subscribers. You know, there have been times where I've thought, well, you know what, I better not upload because all I'll do is lose people, which is a really weird way to think. But this decline hasn't like just happened. I was making videos talking about getting 50,000 views back in 2016. You know, there was never a point where every single one of my videos was getting 3 million views. Certainly not. I was never what you would have called like a huge YouTuber. But as I said, people have noticed that my views have gone down and people love to talk about it as well, which I find quite weird. But it's a thing. I get comments on my YouTube videos and on my music videos as well saying, you know, does it feel weird knowing you have a channel with 1.3 million subscribers with such low views? It's like, do you feel weird waking up and being a prick every day? Like, it's such a weird thing to say where you can't really justify it as just, oh, I was just curious. Like, it's very clear that you're saying it in this way to be like this backhanded kind of, low views I see. But let me tell you this straight. It used to really affect me, like all of the views going down. And I'll talk about that more in a minute. But let me just make this very clear to everyone that's ever wanted to talk about my relevancy, or how, you know, my views have gone down. You care way more about my relevancy than I do at this point. I can say that again for you if you want. You care more about my relevancy than I do. It wasn't always this way. Do not get me wrong, I used to be obsessed with numbers, obsessed with growth, especially when I was, you know, under different management and, you know, everything was about, you know, getting sponsorships and, you know, there was a lot of pressure on, you know, what's the next big thing? What are you doing next? I've spent like 9 years on this platform. And I spent a lot of them, you know, gaining subscribers every day. Sometimes I gain like 20,000 in a day. Now, you know, it has its moments of just, and that's absolutely fucking fine. You know why? Because it isn't just me this is happening to. This isn't a personal thing. It's not like, oh, Emma, you used to make silly little skits in your dad's house and now you don't, so I'm leaving. If you do feel like that, you've probably already left, to be honest. I think there's been such a flip in people's interests. You know, YouTube vloggers as a thing has kind of passed, unless you're so huge or you play Minecraft that you can just continue to sustain through word of mouth. But if you were never in that kind of, you know, 10 million, 15 million subscriber bracket, you know, now everyone is noticing a fall off. It's natural, it's normal. This is how trends change. What you have to do is find the next medium and hope that, you know, you can translate your current existing audience and your knowledge of social media onto a different platform, such as TikTok. Not to toot my own horn, but I did get over 100,000 views on a TikTok the other day. Oh yes. Huge on TikTok now. TikTok viral, massive, famous, yes. I remember back in like 2014, 2015 when I first moved out of my parents' house, my dad's house, and into my own apartment for the first time. And I would wake up and the first thing I would do every morning is check Social Blade to see how many subscribers I gained. And if it wasn't that many, I'd freak out and think, oh my God, it's over. It's over. The bubble's burst. It's over. You don't need 1 million views on every video to survive as a freelance social media creator, musician at all. It's a myth. Yes, you need to have an audience that you reach, that you're connected with, but it doesn't need to be as large as people think it does. And I've certainly found a way to just stop letting any sort of decline affect me. It has not been easy. It has just been a case of time and accepting it and accepting where I am in my life. You know, I'm nearly fucking 30 now. The people that were invested in my videos back in 2014, you know, they may have been like 13 years old at the time, and now they'll be 20. You know, they would have been in year 8 at school, middle school, if you will, and now they will be in uni. That's huge. That's a huge part of your life. You know, you're not going to have the same interests that you had at 13 as you do at the age of 20. It's fine. People move on. People grow. And it's only when people, like creators, don't accept that and they start going on and on about their irrelevancy, which I fell into for a while, that's when it starts to just look a bit, oh, it's a bit awkward. Ultimately, I have a wonderful audience, you included. People that are just invested in what I do, as whether it's as a musician or as a creator, whether you like my silly little stories, whether you just like hearing me talk, whether you really like my music and want to support that. I have an amazing community of people. I have an amazing supportive community on Patreon. I'll talk more about that in a minute, but not for too long, because I know how annoying it is when people go on about fucking Patreon all the time. I've done so well for myself to come from absolutely nothing, to have made all of this by myself. I didn't, you know, get known because I was brought up by a huge other YouTuber. I started off with nothing and I built all of this by myself, and I'm proud of that. You know, I don't look at anything I've done as like oh, it's all crumbling, the empire. I started in my dad's house as a way to, you know, distract myself from my waitressing job, and I managed to build a community of people who wanted to support me enough for me to be able to move out at the age of, I think I was like 22, which is pretty good for the UK. You know, I've released a ton of music, which has always been my dream. I've played venues I never thought I'd play. I've released a book. There's so much that I've achieved, and I've learned to look at those achievements and what I've done rather than like, you know, this sort of mindset of doom, like where am I heading, where is this going? So yes, every time that I post a video or a post on Instagram, people that have been around for a while whose interests may have changed, you know, they may see that and go, oh, I haven't watched her in ages, and instead of picking up where they left off and thinking, oh, I'll see what they're up to, they may just think, well, it's not my thing anymore, boop. And it took me a long time to not take that personally. But you can't take it personally when you don't know these people personally. It doesn't work like that. I don't watch the same things that I watched 7 years ago. God, thank God for that. You know, I'm not into the same things that I was into when I started YouTube at the age of 20. You know, like I said, I'm fucking 30 this year, as I keep going on about. I don't think I'm as over that as I think I am. You guys have seen me grow from a young adult into fully fledged adult. And some of you, a lot of you actually, are still fucking here. That's amazing. So if you see me getting 8,000 views on a video and you think, oh God, she's got over 1 million subscribers, she has 8,000 views on a video, you can keep your comments and you can keep your faux pity, because I'm not going to sit here thinking about it like, oh, out of all those people, only 8,000 are still around. I'm going to look at that and go, holy shit, 8,000 fucking people care about this 4-minute video of me talking about fucking Guitar Hero. 9 years after I created this channel, those people are still here. That's the mindset I choose to have. You can choose to have whatever mindset you want about my relevancy. Hopefully the days of kids using the term irrelevant to insult any creator of any kind are over, because it's such a dumb insult. It really is. Oh, shut up, you're irrelevant. Oh, I'm not going to listen to what you have to say, you're just an irrelevant YouTuber. It's like, I'm a fucking person. All right, and if you're going around saying things like that and I'm not, I'm a damn hell better person than you are. When it comes to music, and I'll talk about this briefly because I know I'm going on quite a bit here. I'm going to make a part 2 on this, talking about my music, I think, because I've gone on for too long in this video already. So I'll be uploading a part 2, specifically about, you know, the differences between me promoting my first album and this album, why it's so different this time around, why I'm not doing weekly videos, and why, you know, it doesn't seem like I'm pushing as much as I was before. I'm gonna talk about that because I think it's very important. Maybe I can shed some light on what happened with my own album push, and also the album pushes that are going on at the moment with other musicians who started on YouTube. I will say that in these times, sponsorships have changed a lot, and the way that I, draw an income has changed a lot. But one of the biggest contributors to me still being able to be self-sustaining is my Patreon. You guys contributing every single month, whether it's £1 or £10, it helps more than you could possibly know. It allows me to focus on creating music and creating videos without so much of a worry of like, oh, how much longer can I keep doing this? You guys give me that support and a sense of security and stability as well, and it's really, really heartwarming to know how many of you are willing to help me out, like give back. We're giving each other what we parasocial relationships. If you did want to join my Patreon, it is down below. We do live streams every couple of weeks. There are unreleased demos of my music up there. I do exclusive videos on there as well that you won't see on this channel. I will be more active on there now that my skin is better. Skin, let's talk about inner skin again. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for part 2, because I think it's an important topic to discuss. Anyway, irrelevant YouTuber signing out. Catch you later.